If you're not sure that you're with the right person, step forward now.
There's a rumor going round.
All the rumors are true, yeah. What you heard, that's true, yeah.
Zachariah, you'll get to steal any one of these girls.
Have you been keeping up with Love Island? Well, let me tell you, Zach entered the villa as a bombshell in episode 1 and he was given the power to choose a girl of his choice within 24 hours and Rushi and Jess stepped forward for him, and in episode 2, which is last night's episode, it started off with the girls wasting no time in getting to know Zach.
No, he's not physically usually my type, but then when he started talking, I was like, there's something about him, he's actually quite cute.
The girlies had a lot to say about Zach around the fire pit, with Jess admitting that she thought he's really handsome and likes that he's playing it cool. As for Kat, my girl confessed in her confessional that she's enjoying getting to know Andre, but when Zach spoke, she was like...
And I was like, okay, he may be a bit of me.
So Kat decided to ask the girls why they had decided to step forward during that ultimate day. Jess thought George was too nice, while Rushi felt bad for stepping forward. As for my girl Ella, she clarified why she didn't step forward for Zach, and she said it's because she's happy with Ty.
Is he bringing tickets? Is he bringing you a jacket? He's so sweet.
Not really taking my clothes.
Mitch decided to be a gentleman and give his jacket to Molly. It's not exactly groundbreaking news, but I was still impressed, and so were the girls. I love a man that makes an effort. However, the boys were not impressed with Mitchell's gesture, and he told them to pipe it down or step it up. And then there's Zach, who was trying to keep his cards close to his chest. He probably didn't want to start any drama, but he did mention his top 3, and they were Ella, Rushi, and Kat. Did you expect those 3 girlies to be his top 3? I sure didn't.
How are you feeling?
Yeah, no, I feel good. Obviously, I'm happy that you could have stepped forward, but you didn't. Zachariah, I'm probably going to try to get to know you.
At this point, we all know that Ty is a character, but I loved seeing this serious side to him. He acknowledged that it's still early days and it's literally just been day 1, but he was able to assure Ella that while he isn't yet closed off, she was his main priority, and the twosome started being goofy.
It's hard, like the first day, and in the nicest way, like, you haven't chose me, the public did.
Now, while I'm not a fan of George, I love that he understood Jesse's point of view, and they both seem to agree that there's no connection between them. Meanwhile, over at the small fire pit, Zach and Rushi got to know each other, but it was dead. There was absolutely nothing there.
Meanwhile,
At the main fire pit, Jess and Ty were having a nice friendly conversation until Zach and Rushi joined them, and they did a little switcheroo.
You sound...
I'm feeling you.
Oh, yeah?
I'm feeling...
This little chit chat also went to nowhere. Zach isn't interested, and he was slick with how he shadow dismissed Jess, but I don't think she peeped that. And over at the fire pit, Maddie joined Rushi, who was feeling bad for not being interested in him, while Maddie understood that there's no connection between them.
eventually,
And we have our first kiss of the season that isn't part of a game or a challenge. Meanwhile, Ella and Ty were sharing cuddles, and the other paired up couples, they were social distancing while Ty spooned Ella and Molly spooned Midge.
the next day,
Everyone's sleeping with their couples. Good.
Molly,
Yeah.
I heard you had a smooch.
So the morning debrief was basically about Mitch and Molly's kiss and Ty and Ella's cuddling game. The girls then spoke about Zach's decision, and so were the boys, but Zach was keeping his cards close to his chest, so he didn't reveal to the guys who he was into.
later.
I am open to speak to everyone.
Oh, man.
How are you?
I'm good, man. Obviously, just checking in.
Although Molly has a strong connection with Midge, she had not closed herself off and wanted to get to know the rest of the fellas. Meanwhile, over at the main fire pit, Ty was letting Mitch know that your boy Zach was dropping game, and Zach wasn't going in hard on Molly, and I don't know if that's because he wasn't feeling her or if that's what's because he was being audited by the rest of the group over at the main fire pit.
But to be fair, he is someone I would have chosen anyways.
but I am obviously open.
We witnessed Kat and Zach flirting, and let me tell you, it was quite the spectacle. They were bantering back and forth with such ease. It was like they had known each other for years, and I have to admit that there was some chemistry there. Zach even confessed that he gravitates towards Kat.
I was thinking to myself, should I really be getting along this well with him in front of everyone?
As for George and Molly's conversation, we learned that George would apparently levitate towards Molly outside the Love Island bubble. He probably meant gravitate, not levitate, but it's whatever. Let the man levitate.
Oh my god, so tell me about your... Yeah, I'm intrigued.
It looks like something is brewing between Ty and Jess. Should Ella worry? I don't know, but Ella was chopping it up with Zach at the main fire pit. She called Zach out on his PS. The man was out here saying that he tried to talk to Ella, but she was MIA, and she said, nah, pa, you haven't been trying hard enough.
You've been chatting to too many other girls.
Nah, definitely not. Just saying hello, really.
Whoa!
She is happy with Ty, but she isn't closed off. My man Zach was telling her that she is beautiful and that she owns it.
A few moments later.
Molly received a text which informed the Islanders of their first challenge, Weary Tales, where each Islander had a tale and had to kiss the Islander of the opposite sex who they thought the tale was about. First up was Medi. He kissed Rushi as he thought she went through her ex's phone while he was asleep, but it turns out it was Ella. Not cool, Ella. Definitely not cool.
Been moving shady with his phone. So, you know, it was right there when he was sleeping. I went for it. But I wouldn't do that now.
Up next was Andre. He thought Jess lied to her mom about getting a nipple piercing, and he was on the money. George had to figure out who kissed 5 guys in one night. He thought it was Molly, and he was wrong. It was Kat. Ty had to kiss the girl that used her friend's handbag to unclog the toilet. He thought it was Ella, only to find out it was Molly.
So just grab the handbag, put all the toilet paper into the handbag, and just disposed of it.
Oh my god!
Zach had to locate the girl who doesn't like a guy that wants to split the bill on the first couple of dates. He thought that girl was Kat, but he was wrong. Then Mitch had to guess who did the deed in the doo-doo, but he thought it was Molly, but he was wrong. It was Jess. Gross, Jess.
And now it's over to the princesses.
Okay, boys, it's story time. Let's see who gets a happy ending.
Jess had to guess who was 3-timing 3 girls at the same time. She thought it was self-proclaimed player Ty, but she was wrong. Kat kissed Medi as she thought he was hitting on 2 men that turned out to be a mother and a daughter. Now that is just wrong. It is just sick. She was shocked because she was right. Ella's guess was wrong, as it turned out that Andre's fantasy was to do the nasty with 2 MILFs.
That was unexpected.
I've always had an attraction to older women, so...
Okay.
To each their own, but that was unexpected. Now Rushi thought George lied about his phone breaking so he could ghost a girl, but it turns out that was Zach. Molly had to guess the guy that stopped counting his body count once it hit 100, so she thought it was Ty, the player, and she was right. The girls won the challenge, but back at the villa, the drama caused by the challenge kicked off.
I think the most shocking one was Tyreek for me.
There was his reaction. I've only known pulling and shagging.
Yeah, he said yeah.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Ty the Clown made an appearance. My man's definitely part of the Destiny Childish band. He compared his body count of 100 plus to Kat's 5 snogs in one night. The man is comparing hooking up versus shagging. And on a brighter note, Zach learned that Ella's kisses were the best.
That's my first kiss with her, you know, the talent. I think it might be my last as well for a couple of days.
Molly wasn't pleased about Mitch's 3-timing woman thing. Meanwhile, Mitch told the boys he would try to explain it.
Down and explain myself to her. Whether she wants to listen is a different story.
Now later that evening, Mitch tried to explain himself. The man said he never cheated and he didn't enjoy how it all panned out. He felt bad and he claimed that the 3-timing thing is the worst thing that has ever happened or that he's ever done, and I do sort of believe him. Maybe I'm just being naive.
Your vibe with me, sort of.
I think I do think, obviously, I think you can tell.
You gotta give it up to Zach. He is smooth with his game. He had Kat reveal that she does in fact fancy him. Meanwhile, Andre was contemplating walking over and grabbing Kat for a chat, and Zach revealed that he just wanted to kiss her in the challenge and he didn't think that she was the answer to that detail, and my girl was eating that up. She was glowing and blushing and I was here for it.
Taking advantage of the opportunity.
Oh my god, I'm shy.
Bunny Pooper Andre interrupted, and sadly for him it was too late because they had already built a connection, they have chemistry, and his convo with Kat went nowhere. He came in with that I forbid you energy, but he didn't really say he forbid her, and it is over. It is too late for Andre because Kat confessed in her confessional that she wants to know or explore Zach a little bit better, and Ella wanted to know or have an indication as to who Zach would steal.
Who's your number one at the moment?
I'm not even... That's disclosed information.
Oh wow.
Ella, Jess and Kat talked about Catherine's encounter with Andre after speaking to Zach. Kat didn't like that Andre was being territorial. It gave her the ick.
A few moments later.
Okay, so Zach received a text and it was decision time. The islanders all gathered by the fire pit and Zach said a little speech. Then he said he wanted to couple up with Kat because their conversations were easy, they were natural, and that she is beautiful. She definitely is beautiful. She's a gem.
This is where it all begins.
Hey you, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.